My chest didn't burn. I didn't shout. I didn't even text her back. I just stared at those words glowing on my screen, with her smug little smile attached. That wasn't some random vent. That was a knife aimed at me. She had posted it after I told her not to travel with him. Her work husband. That's what she called him, like it was a joke. The joke was on me. We met 6 years earlier. She was 23, broke, and charming in a way that made you feel chosen just by standing next to her. I paid her first month's rent, bought her a laptop when she needed it for work, and told myself it was love, not charity. Back then, she used to say, "You saved me. I'll never forget it." But people forget, especially when they find someone new to orbit. I noticed the changes slowly. The constant buzzing of her phone, the late client dinners that turned into weekends away, the perfume that lingered even when she claimed she'd been in the office all night. And then him, a married man twice her age, her boss. He had money, influence, and the kind of arrogance that leaves fingerprints on every room he walks into. She talked about him too much, laughed too loud at his stories, defended him too quickly. That was my evidence. Enough for anyone else, not for me. I needed certainty. One night I went through her bag. Hotel receipts, matching dates with her business trips, photos hidden in a folder on her laptop, him in her hotel room, tie off, her in nothing. It didn't break me. It carved me into something else. She thought she'd humiliated me with that post. She thought she'd branded me insecure, controlling, the kind of man who owns women. So I left, quietly. No fight, no warning. Just walked out of her life and let her think she'd won. What she didn't know was that I'd already been planning. Her boss had everything to lose. A wife, 2 kids in private school, a reputation built on being the family man at corporate events. I didn't need to expose him publicly. That would have made her a victim too. No, I wanted her isolated. I compiled everything, screenshots of their messages, the photos, the receipts. I organized it like a prosecutor building a case. And then I slipped it neatly into an envelope and mailed it to the only person guaranteed to use it like a weapon, his wife. The timing was surgical. I waited until the night before their business trip. She had packed, smiling at me like I was invisible, dragging her suitcase across the floor. I didn't stop her. The next morning, I was gone. My clothes, my keys, even my toothbrush. All she had left was that post online, bragging about her freedom. And then came the call. I wasn't there to hear it, but I know how it happened. She was probably still in bed when her phone lit up with his name. She must have smiled, thinking he was outside ready to whisk her away. But his voice wasn't soft. It was fury. It was fear. Dear God, what did you make him do? Because by then, his wife had seen everything. The texts, the hotel bookings, the photos. The empire he built on family values collapsed overnight. She threw him out, took the kids, froze the accounts, and she did what I hoped she would, called the company's board. The man was poison now, untouchable. Her work husband wasn't her shield anymore. He was rubble. She tried calling me, of course, dozens of times. First with anger. "You're pathetic." Then with fear. "You ruined me." And finally with desperation. "Please just tell me why." I never answered. I didn't need to explain that she was the one who lit the match. She wrote the caption. She pulled the trigger on her own little performance. I just handed the audience a clearer view of the stage. People ask me sometimes if I regret it, if I feel guilty for destroying 2 lives. But here's the truth. He'll recover. Men like him always do. He'll crawl back into some executive role in another city, slap on another smile, and pretend nothing happened. She won't. She's toxic now. To her job, to her friends, to anyone who searches her name. The internet never forgets, and neither does the corporate world. And me? I didn't raise my voice. I didn't hit her. I didn't beg. I simply let her choke on the life she chose. When I think about it, revenge wasn't even the right word. It was correction, balance. She posted that I thought I owned her, but all I really owned was the truth. And the truth was enough to burn her world to ash.